It's kind of awkward, a little weird. Kevin Durant may have just been caught juggling 2 accounts. He might have a secret Twitter account to respond to some of the critics. Kobe would never. Kobe would never. But that's beside the point, okay? Let's just get into this. So basically, before I start, I just want to explain like what would be the purpose of having 2 Twitter accounts, okay? Because this whole ordeal unfolded on Twitter. So if you're somebody who's famous or is in the public eye and the limelight, you know, there are certain things you just cannot tweet out. There's certain things you just can't say, okay? So sometimes people have just an itch to just respond to their haters in a certain way, or just they really want to respond to certain people, certain fans, whatever. So they'll make a second account and name it some ambiguous name, you know, something random, and then they'll tweet. They'll just tweet, and you will never know that it was this famous person tweeting from this account. With that being said, Katie, we might have caught you doing that. Okay, now I don't think there's anything wrong with having a second account, because some NBA players just want basketball-related things on their timeline, or they just want business-related things. You know, so if you're a regular person, you just want to retweet funny things, you just want to see funny things, so you'll make a second account. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But it looks like he got caught actually responding to not even a hater, just somebody who had an opinion, basically. He just wanted to educate him on the topic. So let's look at this. Okay, so the first tweet says, "Man, I respect you, but give me one legitimate reason for leaving OKC other than getting a championship." Okay, now just with that tweet alone, it's not like so with that one tweet, okay, it's not like he was disrespectful. It's not like he was calling Katie out like in a rude way or anything. He literally said, "I respect you." Okay, so this is not a hater here, okay? Kevin Durant, from his official account that he forgot to log out of, he didn't like the organization or playing for Billy Donovan. His roster wasn't that good. It was just him and Russ. Imagine taking Russ off that team. See how bad they were. KD can't win a championship with those cats. So with that information that you just heard, let's just make a rational conclusion, okay? Because I've seen people in that thread, you're scrolling down, they're saying, no, this was KD, this was a joke, it was, let me tell you, all right, number one, you might think somebody might have snatched his phone and tweeted this off his account. That's a possibility, highly unlikely, all right? Number two, you might think his team tweeted this out for him, highly unlikely. Why would his team be in his Twitter when we know he runs his Twitter? We know this. So that is kind of out, but it's still a possibility. Like I said, I don't rule anything out until an official statement is given. I don't rule things out. You know, I'm unbiased, even though I think this is hilarious and I think I know what happened. So the only thing left is that KD did tweet this. I'm gonna go with that. Okay, KD did tweet this out. So if he did tweet this out, why did he tweet it? All right, was he just joking? Was he just, that's really the only option. Was he joking? And here's the thing, when he normally jokes around with fans or he claps back at fans, number one, he does not reply in third person. Nobody tweets in third person. It's just not. So to make that excuse like, maybe he's just joking. Who jokes in third person? Number two, there is literally zero humor in these tweets. There is none. There is no humor. This isn't funny, right? And all of his clapbacks normally are like funny, but this is not anything funny. Why would he joke around with something that literally has no humor and reply in third person? And he's not clapping back at somebody who was disrespectful, which is literally all he does. That leads me to believe that he's not just tweeting from his account, just normal. This is not a normal situation, okay? This leads me to believe, like most of the internet, all the news outlets, everyone's saying he forgot to switch from his second account. Why would that make sense? I'll tell you. This makes sense because he's tweeting in third person. If you have a second account and you're famous, you can't tweet like, I did this, I did that. Otherwise people are gonna be like, what are you talking about? You're not Kevin Durant. Okay, it's a second account. it has a whole nother name and profile picture. You're tweeting like you're Kevin Durant. It doesn't make sense. So to have your tweet make sense as a famous person tweeting from a second account, you have to tweet in third person saying, he did this, he did that. So it seems like it's an anonymous person. So the second account thing explains why he may have been tweeting in third person all of a sudden. He never tweets in third person. All of a sudden he's tweeting in third person. The second account theory explains the third person, all right? Also, this guy that tweeted at Kevin Durant came at him very respectfully, right? Wasn't disrespectful. So KD probably wanted to respond to him, okay? So that's why he would switch to a second account, which he forgot to do, and tweet back at him. And he wanted to tweet the truth, not just a joke or just being funny. He just genuinely wanted to educate this fan on why he left. Now, with that being said, things he tweeted, he said, he didn't like the organization or playing for Billy Donovan. You're not tweeting that off your main account on purpose. Because in previous interviews, have you ever heard him say this? Have you ever heard him say that? No. So for him to tweet this all of a sudden out of nowhere doesn't make sense unless this is the truth and he was trying to tweet this fan the truth without his identity being known. But just have the truth out there. It doesn't even make sense for him to tweet this, even if he was trolling or even if it was a joke. Why would he expose himself like this? He literally said the roster was trash. KD can't win a championship with them. He doesn't like Billy Donovan. He didn't like the organization. Like, he just ripped them, you know, like 1-2 tweets. So it doesn't make sense for him to tweet that off his main account as a joke, as a troll. There's no humor there. He's literally just getting himself into trouble. Nobody would sit there in their right mind and tweet that out and basically get him into trouble with the media and with their old team just for a joke or a troll. It doesn't even make sense. So for you guys that just don't think it's real or just want to make some excuse up, go for it. I'm just saying that you're not making sense. The logical assumption is a second account. Now, this is just embarrassing to me because, you know, he always says, oh, I don't care what people think. You know, he wore the cupcake hat because people called him a cupcake. He said he's gonna get a snake tattooed on him because people call him a snake. And in all his interviews, he says, oh, I don't care like what people think about me, yada, yada. Clearly you do, because you're making a second account to respond to people. You clearly care what they think. Also, let's just be real here. This man literally made a shoe that has all his criticisms on the bottom of it. And I guess it's supposed to symbolize him like stepping on the haters or walking on the criticisms. But at the same time, then he wrote on the top of it in yellow ink all of his achievements. And it's like, you're stepping on that too. It's still on the bottom of the shoe. But whatever his idea was for that, even still, I look at that and say like, who does that? Who really writes all their criticisms? Like, I'm sorry. It's just a little, he really does care what people think about him. Okay, because, you know, people say, you know, you gotta let the hate fuel you. I get it, but writing all that stuff on your shoe, like permanently selling it to all these people, like just to make a point, like you obviously care a little bit. Just be real. Because he loves to say he doesn't care. I don't let it get to me. You know, it was kind of annoying because it's like, I know you care. Stop. Who are you trying to play? We know that you sit here and read the comments and you clap back to literally everybody. Stop trying to sit here and act like you just don't care. You're the coolest cat in the world. He got caught today, okay? He has a second account. Embarrassing. Now, once again, that's just my opinion. Well, I was here editing and surprise, surprise, I found out the audio for the rest of the video cut out. So I came back and re-recorded it, went to go edit that again. Audio was missing. So I'm here for the third, hopefully last time. Basically, before I was cut off, all I was saying was, I'm gonna wait for the statement to come out. I just wanna see if he admits to having a second account or not. Let's just see if he lies or if he, what is he gonna say? What is he gonna possibly have to say about this? All right, and let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about him having a whole second account to respond to trolls, haters, or just fans, like a whole other account? Like, what do y'all think about that? Let me know in the comments. Okay, like this video if you enjoyed it, and be patient, okay? Before the NBA is, it's coming along. That's all I can say. All right. Thank you guys for watching and subscribe to join the Splash Squad. I'll see y'all later. Peace.